depressed. I'm emotionally downcast. I am so confused of all about life.
But in reality, they can sound like this. Don't make assumptions that people are okay just because they laugh and they smile. Everyone is going through something. Check on your friends and be kind to everyone else.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin.
You're welcome back from that short break. Now the news in detail. Michael Freeman, Israeli ambassador to Nigeria, has clarified that Israel's proposed plan to protect Christian communities in Nigeria will focus on intelligence sharing with the Nigerian government. The initiative follows remark by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu during a meeting with evangelical leaders in Florida, where he cited Nigeria as one of the countries where Christians face persecution. In an interview with national television and monitored by Diamond FM, Freeman emphasized that Israel's intervention would respect Nigerian sovereignty. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, has warned the All Progressives Congress, APC, against complaining over the actions of Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Omonike, insisting that the ruling party must deal with the political consequences of its own engagement with him. PDP argued that Wike, who was expelled from their party, is no longer a PDP member, and any benefit or fallout from his actions is the APC's responsibility. Speaking in Abuja, PDP National Publicity Secretary Ini Ememobong said the APC knowingly relied on Wike for political gain and cannot now disown him. The National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, has endorsed the recently enacted tax reform law, describing it as a fair and well-intentioned policy aimed at boosting Nigerians' economy and protecting low-income earners. The decision followed the maiden expanded National Executive Council (INEC) meeting, which brought together student leaders, policy experts, and key stakeholders to deliberate on the law's objectives and framework. Earlier, NANS had threatened a nationwide protest over concerns about the law's implementation. However, after engagement with the National Assembly, Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, and other government agencies, student leaders reported being satisfied with explanation on the law's intent, safeguards, and social protection measures for vulnerable citizens. At the conclusion of the meeting, NANS announced the cancellation of the January 14 protest and pledged to educate Nigerians on the benefit of the reform. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has expressed profound sorrow over the fatal boat accident in Yobe State that claimed several lives and left many families in distress. In a condolence message shared on his X account on Tuesday, Atiku described the incident as heartbreaking and extended his sympathies to the bereaved families, saying he shares in their pain during this difficult period. He also offered prayers for the families of those still missing, expressing hope, comfort, and strength as a rescue effort continues. Atiku commended emergency responders and volunteers for their courage and dedication in attempting to save lives under challenging conditions. Niger State government has announced that selected public and private schools will reopen on Monday, January 12, 2026 in areas cleared as safe by security agencies. The phased reopening followed a shutdown that began in late November after gunmen attacked St. Mary's Catholic School in Papiri, prompting closures across the state. Dr. Adiza Mohammed, the State Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, said Phase 1 will cover schools in Changchaga, part of Boso, Suleja, and Bida, focusing on institutions within town centers. She emphasized that local government must provide visible security and only schools with formal clearance will resume, while others will remain closed until deemed safe. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has declared that the political mistakes made in Rivers State during the 2023 election will not be repeated in 2027. Wike made the assertion on Tuesday while addressing supporters during a visit to Akukutoru and Degema local government areas amid renewed tension between him and Governor Siminalayi Fubara. The former Rivers governor stressed the need for political accountability, stating that true leadership involves admitting errors and taking steps to correct them. 7 members of the same family have been abducted by bandits in Alandanla community, Ifelodun local government area of Kwara State, prompting a desperate appeal for government intervention. Prince Oyeriniola Olakunle, spokesperson for the victims' family, urged Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak to help secure the release of his kidnapped relatives as abductors demand a ransom of 300 million naira. The community has been deserted since a failed kidnapping attempt on the monarch, Oba David Oyeriniola, and his wife on December 26, 2025. With the royal couple now taking refuge in Ilorin, residents fled after armed bandits stormed the area, seizing 7 relatives who were outside the palace and abducting 2 more individuals along their escape route. Prince Olakole lamented the deteriorating security situation and called for urgent state intervention as efforts to reach the police spokesperson SP Adetunjire Adeyemi were unsuccessful at press time. The news across the world is reaching you from Vitamin 88.7 FM. Ilorin will go on a break now, and when we return, we'll bring you foreign, entertainment, and sport news. Don't go away, please.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 87 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
You're welcome back from that short break. You're still listening to news across the world, reaching you from Vitamin 88.7 FM in Ilorin, away from the local scene and now to the foreign stories. Venezuelan opposition leader Mariam Corina Machado has pledged to return to the country soon, praising U.S. President Donald Trump for toppling Nicolas Maduro and declaring a movement ready to win a free election. Machado, who fled Venezuela in October in disguise, said a party could secure more than 90% of the vote in a fair election. Despite her claims, Trump has signaled caution, stating that Venezuela's problem must be addressed before holding elections and calling a 30-day timeline unrealistic. Still on the foreign scene, Central African Republic President Faustin Archange Touadera has been re-elected for a 3rd term, winning more than 76% of the vote according to provisional result. His main challenger, Anicet Dologole, came second with 15%, while Henry Marie Dondra received 3%. The vote coincided with the country's first simultaneous election for presidential, legislative, regional, and municipal offices, with around 52% voter turnout. Touadera, who campaigned on a platform of dialogue with armed groups to restore peace, pledged to continue his policy of national reconciliation. And that ends our foreign news. Up next is our business news.
Diamond FM Business News.
Dangote Petroleum Refinery has cautioned that petrol prices in Nigeria could surge to as much as 1,400 naira per litre if the country relied solely on fuel import, emphasizing that large-scale domestic refining is key to stabilizing the downstream petroleum market. The refinery dismissed claims of a shutdown for maintenance, calling the report false and deliberately circulated to justify pump price increases. In a statement, the company said recent price movement underscore the importance of domestic refining, noting that fuel importers have promoted misinformation to protect their commercial interest. Dangote Refinery stressed that production is ongoing, stable and uninterrupted with capacity to supply 40 to 50 million litres of premium motor spirit daily, depending on market demand. That ends our business news. Up next is our entertainment news.
Diamond FM Entertainment News.
In our entertainment update today, Nigerian singer Thames has dismissed rumor that she is working on a collaboration with rapper Odumodu Black following a viral video showing them together in a recording studio. The clip sparked speculation that a joint project was in the works, with fans eagerly anticipating new music from the duo. Thames manager Muyiwa Hawoni clarified that no collaboration is taking place. He explained that Thames only stopped by the studio casually while Odumodu Black was recording. That ends our entertainment news, and up next is our sport news.
Diamond FM Sports News.
From the exciting world of sport today, Super Eagles striker Akko Adams has left the team's camp following their 4-0 win over Mozambique in the last 16 of the 2025 African Cup of Nations. This was confirmed in an update shared on the team's official X page. The short statement confirmed that Adams was granted permission to be with his mother, who has been hospitalized. Still from the world of sport, Kwara United players have been charged to redouble their efforts in the second stanza of the season. Chairman of the club, Mr. Kumbi Titiloye, stated this following the players' resumption for the second stanza. Titiloye described the team's first-round performance as below expectations. And that's it from the world of sport. With that, we've come to the end of news across the world. But before we go, here's a recap of the major highlights. Israel seeks intelligence partnership with Nigeria to protect Christians. PDP tells APC to manage Wike fallout in Rivers politics. Niger State to reopen schools in phases after security clearance. 7 family members abducted as bandits desert Kwara community. On the foreign scene, Venezuelan opposition leader Mercado vows return demands election. In business news, Dangote Refinery warns petrol prices could hit 1,400 naira if imports dominate. In entertainment news, Thames denies collaboration rumors with Odumodu Black. And from the world of sport, AFCON 2025, Akko Adams leaves Super Eagles camp after 4-0 win over Mozambique. For Today in History, did you know that on this day in 1912, New Mexico was admitted as the 47th state of the United States? Now you know. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact Diamond FM newsroom number on 091 6062 7526. One more time, 091 6062 7526. The news was compiled and edited by Adeyemi Adewale, and I am Omonike Babatunde. Thank you for listening to your Shining Supreme station, and please stand by for the news in Yoruba language. Good evening.
For up-to-date news,